Not at all. When I was 21, I was on a kibbutz in Israel, and in 1996, and I didn't know it at the time, but I had a kidney infection. It was quite a severe one, and I had pain in my side, so I went into hospital with some friends. One's an Australian nurse, happened to be, and they put me in a wheelchair and were checking me in, and I I passed out. So from their perspective, my friends around me at the time and the staff, I passed out. They lifted me onto a bed. 3 times my heart stopped medically, which was on their records. From my perspective, I felt like I was going to pass out. I was in the wheelchair at the time. Then I felt this kind of lifting sensation. And then the next thing I knew, I was in this incredible place. And the only way I can describe it is like a patchwork quilt. Right. In the way that if you can imagine a patchwork that was like, could cover the earth. It's immense. Just this place went on forever. And I was one tiny speck, like one tiny stitch of this bigger thing. And there was no mother, father, sister, daughter, male, female. We were all the same. We were all like an energy. No one told me this, it's just what I experienced.
So this is like an all-knowing thing that just this knowledge came from nowhere. You just knew this stuff.
I just knew. I was conscious that I hope everyone was okay who was there.
As in living on Earth?
I was just thinking, I hope they're okay. But the feeling was pure ecstasy. And I remember thinking, if this went on for eternity, I would be happy being in this place. But I knew it was a waiting place.
Again, I just knew. Nobody told you this. This is just stuff you
just
knew.
All felt. And it was just a knowledge. So it was a place of waiting. I wasn't shown anything, told anything. And it was, if you can imagine the best feelings you've ever had in your life, times it by 1,000,000, and it still can't even describe the pure, incredible feeling of love and all being part of one thing with no physical being. It was...
did you sense that you could see anything? Could you see your body?
No, there was no bodies. There was no male, female. There was no age. It was just part of this, all part of this massive thing. And yeah, I just remember thinking, if this went on for eternity, I'd be happy. So it made me feel, when I came back, I had all this feeling. I knew I wasn't staying there either. I was just being shown it.
So you weren't fearful?
No, I wasn't fearful at all. I was conscious of others from where I'd come from. I just remember very briefly thinking, I hope everyone's okay. But there was no fear, there was no worries, it was just, and all of this knowledge was given without any communication or seeing anything. And when I came back, went from this place to, it was like a big tunnel in front of me, and the nurses were at the end of this tunnel in a light, and they came closer, 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 and I felt hands like on my face, and there was all the heart and like monitors, equipment all around me. It was clinically, heart stopped 3 times, and I remember looking to the side, and a friend of mine at the time was holding my hands, crying, saying your lips were blue, we thought we'd lost you. And then that was it. And I didn't tell anyone for a long time, actually. I told the people closest to me, but I just lived with it for quite a few years. And then I started reading up on it a bit, and my experience is textbook. So many people have, and that was like, wow, absolutely incredible. It's made me not scared of dying. I want to live to 100, and I love my life on earth, but it's made me not scared of dying.
Has it given you a different perspective on living that life? Do you worry as much as maybe you did before?
Yes, because I really value my life on earth, and I'm very appreciative of it. I'm not scared of where I'm going to, because what I was showing was just incredible, absolutely incredible. And I had faith, but this totally cemented that faith.